They've been working on this for years and years, and I'm curious, why wasn't it done a long time ago?
That's President Donald Trump asking some of the tough questions during a White House White House event to commemorate the passage of a bill honoring the women's suffrage movement. So now, women, of course, got the right to vote back in 1920. So by 2020, of course, it would be 100 years since that event. And to honor that, Trump just signed the Women's Suffrage Centennial Commemorative Coin Act, which would direct the Treasury Department to mint up to 400,000 $1 silver coins celebrating the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. So now something like this should be totally and completely uncontroversial. There would be no problem. Any administration would sign this. But the problem is, here we have Donald Trump in pure Trumpian fashion saying this. And this is a whole video in context.
They've been working on this for years and years, and I'm curious, why wasn't it done a long time ago? And also, well, I guess the answer to that is because now I'm president, we get things done. We get a lot of things done that nobody else got done.
We got a lot of things done that nobody else could get done. But does he not understand what a centennial is? Really? Does he even understand what he's doing or what he's talking about? The answer is likely no. Remember, the 19th Amendment was ratified back in the 1920, right? Now, these coins will debut in January 2020, making it 100 years, making it a centennial. Nobody else could do that because it wouldn't be a centennial. I mean, look, again, here's Trump, though, saying nobody could do it. And the only reason that we could do it is because I'm president now and I actually get things done because nobody does centennials like Donald Trump. A lot of people tried, but only I could get it done. Oh my God. The narcissism here is totally and completely off the charts. Combine that with the complete idiocy and making sure that in every situation, he makes the thing that he is doing 100% about himself. Could you believe that women did not have the right to vote? I did that. No, you didn't do that. That would be the next brag, by the way. Women, they love me because I helped them with the right to vote. No, you didn't. You didn't do anything. Oh, my God. You know, I think a lot, actually, about what would happen if we had somebody else who was different as president. I mean, look, what would happen if we had, for example, like Hillary Clinton? Would this even be an issue if it were Hillary Clinton? Would this be an issue with anything else? Anyone else? No, it wouldn't. I mean, look, we could have a ham sandwich as president, and they would probably do a better job than this guy. Because at least we know that the goddamn sandwich would not brag about something, about signing something that literally any president at the time would ever sign. Again, because the only reason that Trump would be able to sign it is because he happened to be president at the time, which is when it became a centennial. Now, I have said this before. Trump is deeply unintelligent. And he's not just George W. Bush dumb. No, Bush is dumb. We know that. He has always been very dumb. But Donald Trump dumb he makes George W. Bush look like a goddamn genius. How can somebody so stupid, so obviously unintelligent, attract so many followers? I don't understand. Maybe he's like a reflection of this. I don't know. But what I do know is that even though he shows us daily how unintelligent he really is, I never get used to seeing and hearing how much of an idiot this president really is. I mean, somebody who should be Look, I remember someday, like if you get your homework done and you do good in school, maybe someday you'll be president of the United States. Now, I never personally heard that. Uh, maybe my family had low expectations. uh, but look, it used to be that to serve in higher office, you would at least have some smarts. In this case, not anymore. We are so like I don't know, deeply entrenched in this anti-intellectualism movement spearheaded by the right wing. No longer do we put, and maybe look, I kind of understand why, because look at Obama, right? Obama was like super smart, but also condescending and, used a lot of the electorate in order to get into power. So I guess I understand where this distrust of smart people comes from, but into anti-intellectualism as a movement, as a piece of political pride, in which I see coming a lot from the right wing, like, oh, hey, we like stupid people. We don't like smart people because you guys are the elites. Well, Donald Trump is not only stupid, by the way, but he's even betrayed that movement by calling himself more elite than the elites. No, we are more elite than the elite. There's even video saying of him saying that. I mean, the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. And so here we have the most narcissistic yet dumbest person possible that could be president. And there are people out there that look at that and say, man, nailed it. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.